for how she dresses, where she goes, how she wears her hair, who her friends are, her relationships with her family. It also goes for her finances and her ability to have a hobby or some me time away from you. Remember, although you are a couple, you are still two individuals who need their own free time. It is normal, healthy, and okay for you to have leisure outside of her and for her to do the same. And I'm glad she brought that point up because I was going to say, if any man is frowning and sucking his teeth because of anything I said right here, flip it, bro. You want your own space, right? You want your freedom. You don't want a woman trying to control you. You don't want her telling you what to wear, when to wear it, where to go, when to go, what time to be back. So why would you think you have that control over a grown woman? Think about it. And if you with a real woman, because remember, what attracted you to her? If you got a real one, like, and I'm not saying there's fake ones. What I'm saying is a mature, know who she is, done went through all the insecurities and the whatever, the low self-esteem. She through all them phases of life. She knows who she is. She know what she want, how she want it. That's what attracted you to her. But now you done got her. Now you want to turn her into a little 16-year-old who would need to ask your permission for everything. No. Give her her freedom and her choice to be herself, and you will have your peace. I promise you. Okay? Let's keep pushing. Let's see what else we got here. Tip 2. Never force her to decide. Always give her space to do so. Even though sometimes she may act as if she needs help, still give her the option to decide. Sometimes she may procrastinate due to the way she was raised or even stresses in her life. Most of the time, it is due to fear of failure. Regardless, and I'll stop there, and it's not always just the fear of failure, but sometimes it's the fear of succeeding. There's a lot of women who are afraid that they're going to succeed because that changes their world a lot. Regardless, you should just be a support for her and always let her know that her decisions are just that, her decisions. Now, if she asks you for your input or your opinion, then be precise and to the point. Do not beat around the bush. Let her know how you support her decisions, and if she needs you, you're there for her. A lot of times as women, we know what we need to do. We just do not want to do it. We have so much on our minds and in our heads that we must focus sometimes. Most of us were not taught how to make decisions because most of our lives we have had others making decisions for us. From our moms to our dads to our teachers at school. Now that we're grown and grateful to be able to think on our own, we still have not quite grown into our skills to do so. Nonetheless, you should still always step back and give her the chance to decide. Remember, men, you're not her daddy. You're not her uncle. You're not her big brother. You're her man. You're her partner. And a lot of folks got it twisted. We don't need you to instruct us. I'm telling you, I done heard some conversations. And I'm like, that's why you got issues with your woman. And you trying to figure it out. You just, man, I don't know. I do everything. I just be trying to figure. Stop trying to figure it out and just let her be. Stop trying to tell her when she wrong and what she need to do and how she should have did it. If she didn't ask you, keep your mouth shut. I'm just saying. You want help, right? You want things to get better. Now this ain't for you if you smooth and everything is peaceful and your woman you just Superman in her eyes and she just cool with everything. But if she be letting you know, bro, back up. Like, pump your brakes. These tips will definitely help you understand why she wants you to back up and pump your brakes. My husband told me before we started dating, his grandmother, I said, she's a wise woman. Used to tell him, you cannot control no grown woman. So don't try. And I said, that was some wise advice from a wise woman. Because she know. She's a woman. I'm sure whether his grandfather tried or not, she knew he could not control her. Just like she could not control him. And I think the more and the quicker grown folk understand that, the quicker and the sooner relationships would just flow. And you would have so much more peace in your home. Seriously. Alright, so let's get to tip 3. It says no really does. And in big letters, it says really does mean no. A woman's decisions really does have meaning. I know there are times when you may feel she may just be saying no and she really does not mean it. Well, if she says no, then you must respect that, and until she says otherwise, take no as a no. A woman can and will respect a man even more when he does not try and make her do things that she does not want to do. This book may be good for some young boys when they coming up with their little testosterone, feeling themselves, thinking that they gonna make these little girls do stuff. No means no. It really does. Nothing done out of force or frustration is good, nor can any good come from it. If you want her to respond well to you most of the time, then you must be gentle and considerate of her desires and her wants. There will be many times you will go to bed frustrated and even upset, but I guarantee you, if you respect her and not force things on her, she will definitely make you happier sooner than later. And I think we all know what she's talking about when she's saying that, men. Y'all, men of steel, acting like you can't go 5 minutes without it. Sometimes she don't want it. And it's okay for her not to want you sometimes. That's fine. Get over your insecurities, your rejections, whatever it is you're dealing with personally. Whenever you get that negative emotion, anytime she tell you no, you need to go inside within and figure out what's wrong with you. Don't worry about her. She dealing with her. You deal with you. I can say for a fact, my husband is a very, very good example for men with this. Because we're different in a lot of ways, which we're supposed to be. But he never tries to force things. He's very understanding. Whether he's frustrated or not, he gets it. And because he gets it, then he gets it. If you get what I'm saying. When you trying to force stuff and make stuff happen, you gonna go long time without. But when you just go on your merry way, just continue in your life, it just, you get what you want. Just stay happy, stay at peace, and I promise you, if you show her that you get it, you will end up getting it. Men, sometimes we just want to know that you can wait. It's not a game. It's not, playing with emotions. It's not none of that. It's just, just chill out. Like, if you are married to someone, you got the rest of your life. Like, it's okay. It makes it more, it's more enjoyable when both people are enjoying it. Now, this is not for those women who got the drive of a man when it comes to that. Some women just is driven and desire it more than the man, right? But there's a lot of women who don't. A lot of women who don't have that same drive. And so if you have one of those women, men, then you need to understand that and you need to respect that. You chose her. Now, whether or not before you got married she was jumping off of walls and chandeliers and doing flips, and now you married it, but see, you got to understand that too. Which that wasn't the right thing for her to do, but she was doing that to get you. You just fell for it. I hate to say it, but you got played, bruh. It happens. There are women out there like that. They know the weight of your heart is through your not your stomach, but a little bit lower. And they do exactly what they need to do to capture you. And once they got you, then they go home and be who they really are. That's why, men, you need to take out time to get to know this woman. Unless you know that this is it, and you gonna, whatever comes, hell or high water, you gonna be in it forever kind of thing. If you don't feel that from jump, you need to take your time and find out, are y'all compatible? Because forever is a long time to be miserable. And I don't recommend nobody get with somebody in order to cheat and to, you do better by yourself. You do better single so you can just sow your oats, whatever you call it. But if you're going to be committed in a relationship, then you need to take time to find out from her. And women need to be honest. Don't just say stuff because you think he want to hear it. If he don't accept the fact that you're not as active, or you don't think you're going to want it like that, you don't need him. Because it's going to do more harm to both of you than it is good. So, this is some grown folks talk for real. Because why do you see so much infidelity going on? Why do you see so much? Because people didn't have these conversations. They were playing each other. Really, they were. They was lying to themselves and to one another in this category. This is something that nobody wants to be honest about. But I think if more people be more honest when it comes to this, and not have other folk in your business, in your bedroom. That's how they in your business. In this, they're that's how they're in your bedroom. You telling them what's going on in your bedroom. So they all up in your business, and now they telling you what they would do or what they spouse does. And women are different. I don't care how much similarities we have. We all are